What's up guys, Boulet de Yann Motor. Today we try finally the Honda CRF 250 Rally. Finally, I was expecting that bike. So the first impression is that she's more torquey than the Kawasaki Versys that I tried last time. Well, it's quite logical because she's a monocylinder. The riding position is very high. Suspension are amazing. Yeah, do whatever you want. What is great is I love to be sit in this position. I can see almost over the car. She's well balanced as well. I mean, really well balanced. The clutch is very funny. It's very smooth, and actually you don't use all your finger. I mean, I don't use my pinky because the handle is quite short. Oh man, the suspension, they are amazing. I feel very comfortable. I'm 180, so for sure my feet touch really perfectly the ground. 180 for 84 kilos, so for sure as soon as I'm sit on the bike with the suspension, the bike go down, so then I find a very comfortable position. She's much more responsive. So she is also very easy to maneuver. I mean, look at that angle you can take with the front wheel, and the suspension. My God, you are like it compensates because actually the seat is quite firm and quite narrow, and then it compensates because the comfort of the suspension is impressive. So let's have a look around. But first, what do we have here? This is exactly the same dashboard as the CB500 family, CB500X, CBR 500, the CB500F. So what we have, we don't have a lot of information. It's not as complete as it should be. We just have the fuel gauge, the RPM, the kilometer per hour, the total odometer, and if you select, you have the trip A, trip B, the time, and that's it. That's the only thing you have. Otherwise, you have the kill switch in here, the starter button, low beam, high beam, the hazard, the klaxon, and the turning sign. Like I say, I don't know why they inverted in Honda. They like to put the klaxon on the top and the turning sign on the bottom. That's the way they do it. You have you can key. I like this kind of little attention because you can open it and it stay attached compared to my my CBR 250R, where you take all the hatch, when you want to fill the gas, you have to take off the complete part of it. In here it stay attached. So she's very high. So as soon as you sit on it, she go down, but otherwise to step on it, she's quite high. Otherwise, she exists in only one color. I will say that's the negative point for me, because I like to choose color of my bike, but well, she's only coming in that color, not with all the monster stickers that were put after, but otherwise this is the color of the bike. She doesn't come with bags, but I can see that we can install later on, or we can even fix some rack and support for a box. The tire also is a bit narrow. This is the standard one. I think it's 120. Yeah, 120 by 80 on 18 at the back. No ABS version for Indonesia. That's also a negative point for me. I like the fact that there is ABS. Now, there is pro and contra for that. If you use it off-road, you don't need the ABS. You will have to disconnect it. So either they put ABS but disconnectable, or they don't put ABS. But for the road, I will prefer to see her with ABS, as I would like to use that bike in a multiple way, like a daily rider, touring, and off-road a little bit. Don't let you fool about the Terminio G exhaust. It's not a Terminio G exhaust. And the front wheel. That's where you see the different approach from Honda. They took actually a trail bike and they did an adventure bike with it, where Kawasaki was choosing to take a road bike and make an adventure bike with it. So that's the reason why we have those kind of differences. So you have the 21-inch wheel on the front, which will make you a real trail bike if you go off-road. Now on the road, you will have to adapt your riding, because the behavior of the bike, if you have the same size on the back and on the front, it's easy pie to handle. Now when you have a big front wheel and a small rear wheel, you will have to change the way you take corner, and we will see that when we will corner with it. Otherwise, good protection also for the wind. Same issue, they put those things in plastic. The handle, I don't think that will handle it very well with time. I mean, if it was me, I would just take it off. And maybe I will pass some iron things in here just to protect my hand, but as it's very hot in here, I would like to keep the airflow on my hands. I like the fact that there is a good protection, even if it's plastic, but it's quite a hard one, and at least it will put the stone away. I really love the suspension. She's feeling really comfortable. For the look, it's all LED in front. We will try tonight what it gives during the night. Otherwise, she looked very big, actually. She looked like a big bike. Even if it's only a 250, she really looked like a big bike. And yes, we have this little thing in here. It's more like a toolbox or first aid kit that we could put in here. Here you are, and here is just to attach your helm if you want to park. Something very simple. Yeah, she was, it's a test ride bike, so last weekend people from Honda were trying that bike off-road on a cross trail, and the guy were using protection for their knees, so that's why they scratch all the stickers on that bike. Otherwise, this is, I mean, typically the off-road type, yeah. Good grip, no rubber, so your feet will not slide, and for sure the best thing will be to use boots this way to ride it. And good attention for this little thing that can retract in case of you fall with the bike. That makes sense. She only has a side stander compared to the Kawasaki that we tested 2 weeks ago, that had the two choice. You have the central one and the side one. I know what people are going to say. Well, Bullet de motor, you should not compare the Kawasaki Versys 250 and the CRF Rally 250. Well, I compare it because in my case I'm interested in a small adventure bike, a 250 adventure bike, and we don't have many choice. The first one going on the market was the Versys. This is the second one, the CRF 250 Rally. As I say, another approach. Kawasaki took the road approach to make an adventure bike. Honda took the trail approach to make an adventure bike. It's different approaches. That's the way. It's two different bikes. But then it's the same price range. It's around 70 million rupiah. So in that way we can compare it. But otherwise the style of riding is completely different, definitely. And the use you will make of that bike will be different as well. Let's continue. As I say, directly you feel the difference. This is what I'm talking about. Torque at low RPM. In order to pass a car or to get out from a situation, here you have some torque. And she reacts actually just like my CBR. You can pull, I mean you can rev until 8,000 RPM. After that there is nothing. I will say that also what is missing is a power outlet. Like I would like to put my phone. I love that thing in here because it could be great for me to place my phone that I use most of the time as a GPS. But then I will need a power outlet, so I guess I will have to create one where the Kawasaki Tourer already have it. So about the cornering, what I was saying is as you have the front wheel that is way bigger than the rear wheel, be careful when you lean the bike because she will have a tendency to go the other way. But I really feel that she's much more easy if you want to pass a car. So for me, she's more reactive. So it makes a daily use bike more easy. I love that bike. So in order to be fair, we're gonna taste it in I don't know if you realize, but I exactly test the same road that I did with the Versys. Bing. Damn, she's much more aggressive, which is very funny because she's aggressive and smooth in the same time. I mean, the suspension is a delight. So that's exactly what I was expecting in terms of torque at low RPM. Exactly what I was expecting. And for sure what happened is that automatically monocylinder, it gives you much more engine brake. Which is perfect for off-road because you will use mainly the engine brake.